Thanks for visiting my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Carol, the Thrifty Chic Housewife. So for those of you who follow me on social media, I posted a picture of raspberry white hot chocolate last week, and since then many of you have contacted me and asked me for the recipe. So that's what we're going to do today. Raspberry white hot chocolate. It's so pretty and so decadent and perfect for our upcoming Valentine's Day. So if you can start with a white hot cocoa mix, whatever you prefer, but I did post a video on how to make white hot cocoa, and we did that in December. We did it for Christmas. So if you want to make your own, I'll leave a link for you in the corner, and I'll also leave it in the description box so that you can refer to that video for how to make your own, because you're going to need that as the base for your white hot chocolate. But what we need to do today is we're going to make a delicious raspberry sauce, which is what's going to make it raspberry white hot chocolate. It's really simple and really delicious, and it's lots of fun. And like I said, perfect for Valentine's Day. So let's get started. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start with a bag of frozen red raspberries. This is a 12-ounce bag. I'm gonna just add those to our pan. And to that, we are going to add a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. Now, if you want it sweeter, you can add more sugar here. If you want it less sweet, the sweetness is entirely up to you. But I found a 1/4 cup to be just about right. We're going to be putting it in a drink that's already sweet. The white hot cocoa has quite a bit of sugar in it on its own, so we don't need our raspberry sauce to be super sweet. So about a 1/4 cup is good. And then to that, I'm going to also add a heaping tablespoon of cornstarch. That's going to help thicken up our sauce a little bit. And then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of water, and that is pretty much it. So we're going to turn on our heat. You want to stir it all together. You want to make sure you're using cold water so that your cornstarch can break down without leaving lumps. We're just going to give that a good stir it all together. And then we're going to bring that up to a simmer, and we're going to let it simmer till our berries are totally defrosted and they break down a little bit and our sauce starts to thicken. And then once we get there, we're going to strain it and then cool it, and then we're going to make our raspberry white hot chocolate. Guys, our berries are starting to break down nicely. I did want to mention you want to make sure that you stir often so that nothing sticks to the bottom of your pan. We don't want burnt raspberry sauce here. So just keep stirring it every now and then. Keep an eye on it. Let it simmer till all of your berries are completely broken down, and then we will go ahead and give it a strain. Okay guys, our raspberries have completely broken down. It's only taken a couple minutes. It doesn't take very long at all. Now I am going to add a little secret ingredient that I love. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of Chambord, but if you don't want to add this, you don't have to. It just lends it a really nice little something in the background. It makes it extra delicious. So I like to add about a tablespoon. We're going to turn off our heat and give that a stir. And I don't want any seeds in my sauce, so I'm going to strain mine off. I'm just going to use a mesh strainer over a glass measuring cup, and I'm going to strain it into that, and then we're going to let it cool. So just a little at a time, you're going to pour your sauce in your fine mesh strainer and just kind of use a spoon to push it through so we can get rid of all the seeds. Okay, once you're done straining your sauce, you'll have this beautiful, rich, thick sauce. If you find that it's thicker than you would like it, you can always thin it out with a little bit of water. The amount of cornstarch varies. Sometimes you get really juicy raspberries and you need more. Sometimes the raspberries aren't quite as juicy and you may need less, but don't worry if it gets too thick on you, just add a little bit of water, a teaspoon at a time, and stir it in until it's the thickness that you like it. So now I'm gonna let this cool for a little bit. And while that's cooling, I'm gonna go ahead and start my water for my hot cocoa. Now, for those of you who watched my hot cocoa video, you can use hot milk or you can use hot water. I'm going to go ahead and just use hot water today. Skip the extra calories, but if you want it extra creamy, you can certainly use hot milk. So I'm going to get my water heated up and I'm going to show you how to put it all together. Okay guys, we are ready to make our hot cocoa. We're going to start by adding 3 heaping tablespoons of our white hot cocoa mix. Or if you're not using the homemade, whatever the package says. And then we're going to add a couple of nice spoonfuls of this delicious silky raspberry sauce. Now you can add as little or as much as you like. I like about 2 spoonfuls. And then we're going to add our hot water or hot milk, whichever you prefer. And then we're just going to give that a stir. And the raspberries make it this beautiful pink violet color. It's so pretty. Bits of raspberry in there. So good. Okay, once it's all mixed together, what I like to do is add some delicious whipped cream. And then to that, we're going to sprinkle the top of our whipped cream, or drizzle I should say, some of our delicious sauce right across the top. And you could put this in a squeeze bottle if you wanted to and get it just perfect. And then how about a raspberry? See how beautiful that is? So decadent. How easy was that? And how beautiful. Such a gorgeous drink. So delicious. That sweet, creamy white hot chocolate and then the little zing of raspberry. It's so good and it's so pretty. I love it for Valentine's Day. So I hope you'll give it a try. The raspberry sauce you can use for a lot of other things other than just the white hot chocolate. You can drizzle it over ice cream, you can stir it into oatmeal, you can drizzle it on cake, you can use it for a cake filling. Lots of great ways to use it, even to top yogurt. Perfect. So lots of great ways to use it, and I hope you'll give this recipe a try. If you have any questions or comments, leave them for me in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time. I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day.